Eyes on me! I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garth Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garth Volkswagen. We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. The NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Sounds fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
It feels great, though.
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby! Step back three, bottom! James Harden!
And now, you're showing everyone else.
We're in the back really cooking food. You know, we take pride in all the food that we do. We make the meatballs from scratch. We make the pasta. What we're doing as a restaurant, making the community better, beautifying the community, increasing the culture in the community. And I think that that's such an important aspect to what we do as a restaurant, to recognize that our customers aren't just people who are coming in to dine with us, but they're part of our family.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
The Wolverines are led by head coach Grant Williams. He's assisted by Erkine Tanzamedov, Ethan Lofthouse, and Luke Lofthouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Utah Valley University, where the Wolverines are taking on the Mustangs of Western Wyoming Community College, coming down from Rock Springs, Wyoming. This is Sam Allen and Chasen
Talbert here.
Give them a shout out.
Yeah, we just got done with the coin flip. They'll be starting at 125 with a couple of homegrown Utah boys. For Utah Valley, Josh Jensen, senior, will be wrestling. He'll wrestle Dalton Stutzman from Layton, Utah.
So this is an interesting matchup. Chasen, you wrestle at a division, or not a junior college. It was a D2, and I started my wrestling career at Western Wyoming as well. So this is both my alma maters coming out and performing here. But it's interesting as we come through, and you can start at a little bit lower division and work your way up to Division I, and we even have some kids on our team that have done that. Josh Jensen's one of them. He wrestled at the University of Mary, which is a school in, I believe, in North Dakota.
That's right.
Real special kind of school going there. He went there for a few years and said, hey, I want to come home. Gets a nice takedown here right in the first round, immediately in a leg ride. Working the arms now. It's getting a little high. Okay, flattens him out.
A few minutes down the road.
Right, he's going to want to keep his pressure on his hips here while he pries his arms back for some sort of turn.
Wyoming freshman.
When you look at this type of position, it's exhausting to get underneath the guy, right? You get underneath, he's got heavy hips and taking your legs out. You think you're worrying about your legs, and then he's got your arms tied up.
Right, a lot of work down there.
A lot of pressure now in an armbar series. He may even just let the legs go and go and run with it.
Right, another thing to keep in mind with that early takedown is riding time is a factor, so it'll start racking up immediately after the first takedown.
Utah Valley's Josh Jensen comes from Payson High School, just south of us here in Utah, from Utah Valley University.
Josh Jensen.
Looks like he did what you said, threw the legs out, just ran with that bar.
Yeah, I always said this when if you have heavy legs and you're really tying a guy's legs up, if he's worried about his legs and his hips being turned, guess what he's not worrying about? He's not really worrying about his arms. So we tie his arms up, come off in an armbar series, and you can let go of the legs once you got a really tight, secure armbar series. And now we got Dalton in some big trouble here with a minute 49 left still in the first round. He's going to scoop this head up. And he'll lift now. Josh is going to flatten him out, and we got a pin. So we start this first match off. Josh Jensen coming away with a 6-point pin for Utah Valley University.
Utah Valley, Josh Jensen.
Next up, at 133, we're going to have Dylan Gregerson wrestling Joey Ravelli. Once again, both local products, state of Utah.
Ladies and gentlemen, now up at 133 pounds from Western Wyoming.
It's cool to see, Western Wyoming. They pull kids from Wyoming, obviously. They pull kids from Utah, Idaho. But if you look at their starting lineup, I'll have to count them out here in a second.
8 out of 10.
Eight of 10 are coming from Utah. They got their Samuel Freeman from Colorado Springs, and the only other wrestler on their team is their 184-pounder Jared Bird, who comes out of Idaho Falls. So, hey, props to Western, taking kids that want to continue their wrestling career, giving them opportunity. Ooh, good shot here by Joey.
Right, and Western Wyoming is a good option. It's the closest school that's not Division I for wrestling. So,
treetop here, and he gets that takedown.
That's a good look for Western. Good mat return. One-point escape for Dylan.
One escape, Utah Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, just like last match, this match is a Utah native.
Gregerson, he's a big Greco guy. He went down and wrestled at the Pan Ams last summer, did really well there. So you notice some of his ties come from Greco.
Yeah, it was Russian tie, and doesn't mind, look, coming off.
High school out of Bluffdale, Utah.
Low-level shot right there. He doesn't want to stay down there very long. Gregerson does a good job. He came up, tried to run around, get the angle.
At 125 pounds, overview, Josh Jensen.
Right, that's the same shot he got in on the first takedown too. It was lower single.
Utah Valley leads the team score 6-0.
Both wrestlers younger in their career. Joey's a redshirt freshman, has a year of a red shirt to develop, and Dylan coming as a straight freshman. Had an opportunity to come out tonight with a varsity wrestler out for the duel tonight. So, quick
went
swoop
with that
by.
rush. Had a short drag to the back.
Nice job here. Covers the hips and immediately is in on those wrist ride.
Yeah, and a lot of times this is where matches are decided. It's top-bottom position. Especially in college, you get guys that are really good at what they do on top. first round. It's 3-2 for Western Wyoming. Or for Utah Valley, excuse me.
Quick stand up, and then he turns him
Going
down.
into the second period, Utah Valley on top 3-2. Ladies and gentlemen, when Utah Valley gets a takedown, we're going to do this. When Utah Valley gets a takedown with 2 points, whether he takes him down or to his back, I'm going to say that's good for a Wolverine. I'm going to say take, and you're going to say down. Let's try it out. That's good for a Wolverine. Take.
Again, this wrist ride, you've used both Josh and now Dylan, real heavy on the hips with the leg ride. So you're pinning the hips and then immediately just going to these wrists, looking for opportunities like here at crossface and now in the spiral ride.
Right, he can create a ton of pressure by staying on his toes, getting all his weight on that spiral ride as well.
And the personal individual score on the top.
One thing to keep in mind too is when you wrestle, and UVU had this for a number of years. I think sometimes as UVU went from kind of a junior college status, and then they moved into straight to Division I, which was an awesome feat. Props to many of the administrators, athletic director that kind of prepared the school to make that transition. A lot of people, I don't think they go, wow, it's a new Division I school, or it's a Division II school or a junior college. But I think in wrestling, one of the unique things that to wrestle at a higher level, so post high school, it takes a lot. I mean, anyone can beat anybody at any time. And when you get to these upper echelons, I think UVU's really started to develop. Been ranked the last 8 weeks nationally, and so. That was a very loud horn.
Good one.
When you're wrestling at a higher level, the competition can always be good,
Utah Valley chooses bottom, looking for a quick escape.
Got right out here.
Going into the third period, second match at 133 pounds. Dylan Gregerson leads.
Gregerson with that Russian tie.
With a takedown.
He has racked up a couple of minutes of riding time as well.
The takedown, 2 escapes, 4-2. Dylan Gregerson also has 2 minutes in riding time. If at the end of the match there's a 1-minute margin,
Yeah, Utah Valley has a pretty good relationship with Western Wyoming. We had a couple alumni come out of there so far after their stint at a junior college, winning a junior college national championship, and they decided they want to wrestle D1 to finish their degree, transfer down here. Western Wyoming's no joke. They had 2 national champs last year. One was the outstanding wrestler.
Right.
They were both from Utah as well, Kenny Assel and
45 seconds
French.
on the clock. 45
Well,
seconds on the
one
clock.
thing too that some people that may be tuning in and watching,
Come on.
they've always put a good team together, nationally ranked, competing for some of the top spots in the nation. So
Yeah, currently I think they're ranked 4th in the junior college circuit.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
short time, and it's a close match, but it looks like with 13 seconds left, even a takedown wouldn't take away that riding time. So. Oh, try for a fireman right there. He ends up getting a 2 takedown. But with that riding time point, so takedown at the end, but with that riding time, UVU comes away with that victory.
That's right.
Good job, boy, Dylan. Kind of controlled that match near the end, just really had his Russian tie, tied up the hands, and made it really, really difficult. So now we're on to 141.
correct. And it looks like you might forfeit this match.
No, Landon's right there.
Landon is 49s.
Oh, we really?
Yeah. So I think they're saving Finley, 41-pounder, for the Fresno duel, which is immediately after this duel.
With a 4-foot, Western Wyoming takes the win. Freshman Kyle Evans.
But we'll have 49s wrestle this time. Landon Knutson from Maple Mountain, Utah. And Zach Musselman, also a Utah guy.
Now up at 149 pounds.
It's cool to see these Utah guys, you know?
From Western Wyoming, freshman Zach
Musselman. The high schools in the state have done a really good job of developing their wrestlers, and a lot of them go on to wrestle at this higher level you were talking about.
And your Utah Valley Wolverine, redshirt sophomore, Landon Knutson.
Every once in a while you'll hear, travesties where schools will drop programs. Boise State dropped their program last year, which was a huge surprise not only to the wrestling community, but I think even up in Boise where people were supportive. They liked and appreciated the wrestling program. Had good things going. So you lose that, but then you get some other ones like tonight. Our duel against Fresno State after this Western Wyoming match. They were one that dropped their program
and then resurrected it
and then brought it back. So you're gonna have to tell everybody at that duel when we get back on the air. Chasen was actually out there in Fresno, happened to drop by one of their duels. Was impressed with what they put together out there. But no, anytime you can keep wrestlers competing, and I think you're in college, you're in high school, and you want to really find opportunities to continue your career and go to school, maybe get school paid for. It's awesome to see. So he keeps getting in these two fireman opportunities, and now he's driving up through. So
yeah, it looks like he got his right arm a little too deep on that front headlock. Musselman's looking to dump him there.
Landon does a good job.
Kept his feet moving.
Nice. That was a great job. Walk him through why it's important to keep your legs extended on your toes to get those angles to get around.
Yeah, you just got to keep the pressure on him, and then, like you said, keep that wide angle so that you can get to the backside. Landon going for that spiral as well.
45 seconds on the clock.
Such a great series to really, really just keep so much pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, it wears on guys. You get spiraled for a couple minutes during a match. It's a lot of energy to get out of that.
With the 6 points on the last 4 foot at 141 pounds.
Coach Williams a little bit fired up over there.
Landon chooses down here in the second period. Scores 2-0.
Quick escape there. Did a really good job of exploding out of there.
With a quick escape, Utah Valley.
Maintained his riding time as well.
Utah Valley Landon Knutson also with riding.
So he's back in that front headlock, but we're in that same predicament. He's getting his arm a little too
super deep arm.
But
does a good job.
Yeah.
Redirects, runs one way, has a guy moving, jumps back the other.
Wolverine take.
Western Wyoming called for stalling down there.
Stalling Western Wyoming.
So you're going to see Landon, Musselman's kind of trying to base up and brace himself for moves just like this. That 2-on-1 series is super tough. Landon picks up that 4-point near fall.
Yeah, he had a good tilt there.
He'll do it again right here. Again, tight waist, grind it down. Switches sides.
3 count still is 2 points, but once you reach that 4 count, that puts you at 4 points.
Here he goes again.
For another near fall.
Got this near fall.
He's going to secure another 4. Landon Knudsen, another 4
Looks like he got his count. Still in the same hold. Hasn't been awarded. There you go.
There he goes, 4. The score is now 13-0.
25 seconds.
So here we go to another tilt. 1, 2. This will end the match with a tech fall.
That's right.
Good job by Landon. Super, super tough on top. That's an awesome job by Landon where he goes, hey, okay, I'm going to get nice wrist rides. I'm going to tie up those arms, and ends up doing very, very good tilts. And now that in college, last year they instituted the 4-point near fall, which essentially if I hold with my opponent for a count of 5, I get 4 points. You do that, you can quickly turn a match into a tech fall.
Yeah. Notice that he rode him, most of the first round too, and had to just make a couple of adjustments on that ride. Where the second round he was able to turn him. 157. We have Spencer Haywood from Wasatch High School in Utah. He'll be wrestling Samuel Freeman out of Western Wyoming.
Freeman, one of the few wrestlers on Western Wyoming's team, coming from Colorado Springs, not a Utah kid.
Yeah, Spencer's been doing really well this year, at least from what I've seen in the wrestling room. Works really hard. Been around wrestling his whole life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first match where we don't have 2 natives wrestling from Utah. Freeman comes to us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, home of the Olympic Training Center.
Freeman does a good job of posting that elbow and getting to the leg.
Right, he timed that very, very well. Now he scoops out to lift it up.
Spencer's got the whizzer in.
So as Spencer jumped out of bounds, the ref says, hey, let's wrestle in the middle, so warns him for stalling.
Right, he was kind of fleeing the mat, which maybe in his mind was better than giving up a takedown.
That's a tough position because you're obviously bouncing up on one foot, and you got to essentially hand fight there, where try to tie up his hands where you can stomp your foot back down to the mat.
Yeah, these collar tie situations, there's so much pressure, so much weight, heavy hands.
Yeah, both guys doing a good job here with their heavy hands.
1 minute on the clock.
Spencer's got that underhook.
Oh, awesome snap down, and immediately he's
Found
moving.
the angle.
What a great takedown.
Yeah, you notice he had the option to the cradle there too. Freeman, quick escape.
Utah Valley leads with 45 seconds left. First period, 2-1. With that last tech fall, which was worth 5 points, that puts Utah Valley up 14-6.
Back in the neutral position. Short time at the end of the round. Freeman getting into that Russian tie as well.
Oh, he went to pull it and slipped right off. So we go into the second period, Western Wyoming choice.
Chose down.
Let's see if we go to this same series. I mean, you've done an awesome job, and I'm not sure who's running this technique right to a spiral ride, and
Yeah, just judging from the first round, though, I mean, he got a pretty quick escape off that takedown. A lot of times when guys choose down, it's to bank an easy point.
Ooh.
Looking for that cradle. He got in front of him, though.
It's a quick escape again, right?
Yep.
Western Wyoming, that ties the score up. Riding time is not a factor.
Spencer reaches for that single, doesn't quite get his hands locked.
Utah Valley's locked back on the
This
shot.
is tough position. Freeman does a good job of defending.
Oh, you know, I read an article recently specifically about wrestling with strikes to the face. There was a debate about it, about, you know, if we what constitutes hitting somebody too hard, and what constitutes, hey, I'm just being aggressive and creating setup opportunities.
Yeah, they say the rule is to prevent guys from getting poked in the eye and then having to take injury time and stop the match and all that. I understand that. I know that big matches will be decided because of this rule too.
1 minute on the clock, second period.
He hit that post again that he hit in the first round.
Wow, quick takedown right there.
That puts the score 5-2 for Western.
.45 seconds left.
Freeman looking like he's getting that leg in.
30 seconds left, 30 seconds left. Second period.
His coaches are yelling under both arms just to prevent him from getting too high.
Right. And you see, you know, oh man.
He picked up too near fall there.
But he's in trouble here. You know, if you don't keep your legs tight,
yeah,
in a
he's
short
probably
time
just
here.
Clamp on for the last 4 seconds. It's a good round for Western Wyoming.
It really was. Exciting round, and you know what? Now we get UVU's choice.
Luke Lofthouse for UVU telling Hayward to choose bottom. So he's going to want to be leery of those legs coming in. Tripod position.
Last and final period, period number 3.
Oh, tough position here. This double leg in, flatten him out.
No, he's good in there.
Well, here's the thing: if I'm a bottom wrestler, and you know that second period I was leg ridden, I always look for, okay, the legs are going to come back in. So this quad pod position that he jumped up in, probably not the best position, because he ended up, you know, Freeman ends up jumping sides. Oh, but then he gets an escape here.
Yeah,
he jumps sides and throws the legs in.
Yeah, tripod's not the best for leg ride defense.
Shot immediately, but he nice single defends it.
Come on, Utah Valley, let's make some noise. Come
Wound
on.
up in a little bit of a scramble. Haywood gets an escape. Still
We
down
got
by
a
4
minute left
points.
on the clock. 1 minute on the
There's a
clock.
minute left in the match.
A minute left, and riding time is an issue. There was a minute 12 racked up
Back in on the
for
simulators, Utah Valley.
He's in on a shot.
holding on here. See, this is a position where, you know, you're going to look for a stalemate. Both guys not really having anything where they're advancing the move. So referee does it, says that, bring it back up.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you get in on a leg and sit there, you know, you give the guy a chance to defend and maybe score on you, or just a
Riding
stalemate.
time for Western Wyoming is currently a factor. Riding time is a factor.
Heavy hands right here, snap down. You know, as he's snapping down, Freeman, you keep seeing Freeman get snapped, but he comes up in a nice underhook that actually lets him control time, waste time, and control shots that may be coming. Look at, oh, nice job right there.
Coaches yell, cut him. He cuts him. There's 15 seconds left.
One escape, Western Wyoming.
10 seconds left here. A tough fought match. I thought both wrestlers did a fantastic job. Western Wyoming's Samuel Freeman comes away with a hard fought victory. And I don't know if you felt this way. Whenever I wrestled somebody from a division higher than me, I always was like, no, you leave nothing out there. You want to beat the guy that's at the school or at the university that's higher division. So I know, Western's not leaving anything out. They're putting it all out, or they're not leaving anything back. They're putting it all out there on the mat.
Yeah, and I know the UVU coaches are pretty adamant about not overlooking anyone,
65 pounds from Western Wyoming, Wyatt Monroe.
Here we have Coy Wilkinson. He's wrestling Wyatt Monroe, Western Wyoming.
165 pounds, redshirt sophomore, record 8-3.
Coy's been wrestling with us for a few years. One thing about him is he's got some heavy hips. He's hard to score on. Guys get in on his legs, and he's able to squash them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see that.
I always find guys that have really elusive, heavy hips. They're hard to score. They're really, really. They have great control when they're right on top. Like, I always look at that, and I sometimes they're the most come from the most unsuspecting people. So you look at him, you're like, oh, this guy looks like a regular guy, a regular wrestler, and then they got such powerful hips or elusive hips. It's kind of funny. Both guys kind of sizing each other up. Head fakes and hand fighting here.
Coy looking to get that snap. Digging in on that underhook. The ref's trying to keep him accountable. Circle in.
Oh, nice shot, nice takedown right on the edge.
That's good for a Wolverine take. One minute on the clock, 1 minute.
Steps in front, bumps him down. Again, right in this wrist ride. You see, you reach up and creates a lot of opportunities.
30 seconds,
2-on-1 here.
30 seconds, first period.
Oh, tilt opportunity.
Looking for a tilt. Only give one count, don't get a fall.
Close opportunity there. Had that tight 2-on-1. Two hands on one wrist. Can pull that seat belt right over his chest and stomach. But the time expires, so we've got a 1:08 riding time for Wilkerson.
UVU gets choice, defers. Western Wyoming chooses bottom to start the second round.
Nice return.
That claw ride returns him to his back.
Looking for a fall.
Monroe does a good job of fighting off his back.
Corner fall from your Utah Valley Wolverine.
So that was an interesting return. Walk us through what goes on there. I mean, that's guy stands up, Almost looks like he's going to get an escape. Then what?
Yeah, so he's got that claw sunk in real deep. He maybe was baiting him to stand up, and then lifts at the near leg and flips him midair to his back. Coy scooping up that tilt we were talking about.
And he got the Utah Valley 2 more near fall points. With just under
We want to thank all of our viewers for watching on the platforms, YouTube at GoUVU, or Facebook on UVU Wrestling, and then the WAC Digital Network the school uses.
Scores 8-0. Here we go.
33 seconds on the clock.
33 seconds, second period.
Coy has hit that magic 8-number margin. Now those 8 points give the team 4 points instead of the regular 3. If there's a margin of 7 or less, you get 3 team points. If it's 8 or more, or 8 to 14 points, it's 4 points. 15 or more, a technical fall.
Time winding down.
Fall is
Coy has over 3 minutes of riding time. Puts him in a good spot going into the 3rd round. Coy chooses bottom. Potentially could get rid of the whole round and still maintain his riding time.
But he ain't going to do that.
Quick escape.
No way, no how.
No, they're not taught to do that, at least.
Nice job. Nice escape, literally within the first 2 seconds here. Now we're back on our feet. As that second period expired, Coy looked over to coach and said, hey, what do you think? Neutral? He said, no, go down. Let's get on our feet, and then we'll work on our takedowns here.
Here's
nice shot, though.
That shot defense comes in, and he does finish on Coy.
getting the takedown is Western Wyoming.
He had that single up, had him hopping, got his hips in and elevated. Return on the edge of the mat. Coy did good to keep the action going. He hit a switch off that return.
Kind of a sloppy return.
Right. It might have been out of desperation a little bit. You feel someone getting away from you, you just go for it.
Just try to lift and throw, right?
Right.
Oh, throws that, and that's a great job on a, not just a spiral, but a guy, you know his legs are coming in, he's kind of hanging them out, baiting them. You grab right down there on that shin, throw it across your body, the back of your body, and you change directions. Good job.
See if gets in on a double. Finishes to the back. He's getting near fall here.
Looking for a fall. Nice with 4 near fall. That's good for another Wolverine take.
$15 seconds left.
Getting a wrist right here. Short time, but he's still grinding away, trying to get at that, trying to get that finish. And that wraps it up. Final score 17-2. Excuse me, 16-2 with the riding time. So we're just shy of a technical fall. Second season here. He's going up against Jace Anderson. Jace comes from us from Colville, Utah.
Coming to you from Western Wyoming. Utah native and freshman Jace Anderson.
Gets that underhook. He's pretty aggressive in there.
Oh, wow.
Utah Valley Wolverines.
Scramble position here.
For
Wow.
that far ankle. Snelling went for a gator roll. And winds up at the single.
Nice little scramble going on there.
Trying to bring him back in the middle.
And that's good for another Wolverine take.
Anderson, good job at that escape.
Western Wyoming.
What a great.
Pointing out blood.
Blood time, Utah Valley.
Points out, hey, he's got some blood.
Ladies and
Let's get it
gentlemen,
cleaned up
best
here.
time run out in the last match with riding time. Coy Wilkinson secured a technical fall for 5 team points for Utah Valley.
So while we take this time out, they're coming back, but we just want to thank people. You know, we have people watching from all over the place. So whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or the WAC Digital Network, we appreciate your support. All people supporting Western Wyoming wrestling, as well as Utah Valley wrestling, WAC Sports. We appreciate it. Another deep underhook here.
Good battle back and forth, constant action and attacks.
Jace really used that underhook previously, going to the far leg, took him through his back, and then ended up in a scramble position. Got a quick escape. So I think, nice low level here.
Did a good job wrapping up both legs.
So even with, that was too bad. Held that lock around his waist a little too long after the takedown.
Yeah, once that takedown's awarded, you no longer have your hands locked.
I think it's probably confusing because Kyle had a lock in a crotch lock, and so he probably was like, I don't know if I have a takedown yet. 45 seconds here.
On the clock, 45 seconds.
Head fakes here. Both wrestlers kind of slowed down. That pace was pretty big flurry right in the beginning. Tried for a far high C.
Short time here.
So that ends our first period with a score of Utah Valley University 4, Western Wyoming 3. UVU chooses down. Quick switch there.
Quick switch.
Tried to return, but didn't quite have an angle to lift him. So we tried to lift him, and being straight behind, nice low-level shot here again really quickly.
Same thing. Got in on that low ankle, then scooped up the far leg for a double.
Utah Valley leads 5-3. Riding time not a factor. Looking like we got a scramble here. No
Snelling with that crotch lift. Keeps his hands locked.
It's reverse here. This is tough to hold on to. So as you see this crossface come on, it's hard to hold a lock inverted, and ends up getting almost turned, but does a good job to recover his hips.
Yeah, wound up being fine.
1 minute on the clock. Utah Valley leads. 5-3.
On the leg.
I was just about to say, he's standing straight up. You can't rest, Sometimes you get tired, you want to straighten your legs out. And Snelling does a great job of going, hey, you lose your position, bam, I'm gonna attack you. I'm gonna make you pay for it. So immediately gets into a double leg takedown. Now he has a leg ride. Gonna be looking to turn his hips. His hips already turned. Now got to come up across his chin, and here he goes. He's gonna hug his chin across his chest and pull him over. Hopefully get some exposure for a near fall. Watch for him to do it again. High hip. You see that hip go high.
Yeah, now he just needs to rake that chin over like you were saying.
A lot of guys will reach actually all the way across, grab a shoulder, grab the armpit, and pull all the way across. But it's kind of got to go together. Again, there's a lot of pressure in the lower back. But you see how he posts his arm, and now Snelling goes back, and he's trying for this arm bar position. As time expires.
Ends the round with a second shy of having his riding time. Western Wyoming takes neutral.
Well, with how Snelling's been riding, I think that's probably a wise choice for Western to go, hey, we've done okay on our feet. We've got a takedown. We're getting good shots. We just got to stay in position, right? Here we go, UVU. I think when you get a guy tired where I can get him out of position, the third period is where you really start to see that. You can really start to capitalize on all the hard work you did in the first and second period. You know, you got heavy hands. You pull on his head, his neck. I always say if you tire the neck out, then the back goes, then your legs go, and when that goes, it's easy to get scored on, or easy to score on your opponent, right?
Right. Physical conditioning is extremely important in wrestling.
Another low-level shot. So he gets into these shots, and Snelling goes right to a crotch lift, which is a decent place to rest and wait for a stall call.
Yeah, and he's gone there on both those other shots, too.
1 minute on the clock, 1 minute. No change.
Got to see him advance, so the ref says, hey, no advance, stalemate. That's unfortunate because for either wrestler, I always say, hey, if I'm going to do all the work, set up, I'm going to do the work to shoot, I'm going to work to finish, to go through all that and then have it stalled out and have a stalemate come. That's just, it's hard. Oh, wow.
Good scramble, Utah Valley on a double leg.
You're going to look for him to drive through this, even though he's holding his head here. That leaves him in bad position to get in a half, just like he got.
Yeah, Snelling left himself a little bit out of position on that shot attempt, and Anderson took that opportunity to try to truck him.
Okay, got an arm bar here. And the wrist. Uh-oh, this is not good here. Short time.
The clock.
See him run it.
See if he has time.
We want to run in a big circle. So right now, we're going to look for Snelling to go forward and then run in a big circle. Well, time expires with the final score 10-3 for Utah Valley University's Kyle Snelling. Good for him. Great job, Kyle.
'84s. We have Will Sumner for UVU Wrestling. Jared Bird, another one of their out-of-state guys from Idaho, representing Western Wyoming.
Freshman Jared Bird. And your Utah Valley Wolverine.
Will earlier this year had a couple mentions to be ranked.
Yeah, he's been ranked top 25 nationally this year.
So he's come out of it, but when you're in those rankings, again, we're in the conversation where we're one of the top wrestlers in the country, and we're going to look for Will to really continue to develop as we prepare for our regional and nationals, get national qualifiers, and have these guys work towards that ever not elusive, I got to say, ever-present goal of All-American status.
Yeah, Will's come a long way. He's in his final year of eligibility. Really started to pick up his game this season.
So you see how Will has a leg right here, and he goes high hips. But okay, ref says, okay, now we're switching it up. He's got an inverted leg ride, super tight. Hips are pinned to the mat, knees off the ground. That's how you can tell the ride is good, when your opponent's knee is off the ground and he has no way to build his base.
Jared Bird, your Western Wyoming Mustang, as a freshman, hails from Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Look for this tilt here.
Looking for another tilt.
No.
Ref says not quite.
Ref says no.
Couldn't secure it, but racking up that riding time.
But the tilt set him up for another deep leg ride.
In riding time. Trying to secure that 1 minute.
Coach Williams saying, look for the bar.
Warning, bottom man for stalling. On the second warning, there's a 1 point given to
Another tilt opportunity here.
Will try to secure tilt.
But he kind of bucks it off.
Right.
Points are only secured on the second count of near fall.
Short time, 16 seconds. So Will does a good job, comes out with a 6-0 jump on his opponent, Jared Bird. I think you're going to see Will get real tough here. Oh, we go neutral here in the second, but man, that leg right he has, I think that's going to turn into a lot of turning opportunities as well as tilt opportunities.
Right. Will does a good job in this collar tie. He's got good position, good snap. Got to the angle. Finishes.
That's a good job being resilient. Like, you know, he just continued, relentless in the pursuit of that double leg. He just stays with it, and it's hard to continue to defend. Now has his ankle caught here. This is another tight position.
23 seconds. He acquired 2 minutes and 37 seconds riding time. First period.
Your coaches from UVU say, hey, give him the tilt. Give him the tilt. It's tough on the edge of the mat there, though, because generally when I'm doing a tilt, you got to drive the guy forward, and then you're creating a lot of you're moving on a lot of mats. So on the edge, you're going to have to turn your opponent to then drive him in. So good restart. We got a nice, fresh restart. I think this gives us an opportunity for Will to break him down and work these tilts in leg ride here right in the middle of the mat.
Yeah, he's got a minute. Get to work on top. Chops that arm.
Again, watch this leg ride come through.
He lifts it.
He lifts it
right
with
leg.
Yeah, he
so
lifts
he
it with the outside leg, so he can scoop it with his near leg. And back to the wrist right. Here we go. Tilt. Gets tighter every time. Harder to buck that off. You know, every time we've gone to that, Jared's done a good job where he'll switch his hips that make it super duper tough to get that tilt. The ref's saying, hey, well, that's not really wrestling here. Here we go. He'll buck it again.
Come on, Utah Valley, make some noise. Come on, help Will out. Will, one of our seniors that have been here building this program for quite some many years, needs some
Will's
help
got that
in
leg
senior year.
real
Come on,
deep.
Utah Valley.
See, right here.
Showtime.
Right there, half the equation's done. If I can turn the hips, I can turn the shoulders. If I turn the shoulders, usually I can turn the hips. They're connected, right? It's okay. We're in the third period. Will's going to choose down. No points scored that period.
Right. Will's got 4 out of 5 minutes has been wrestled. He's been on top. So he'll choose down this round. Sits out.
I shouldn't say no points were scored that period. We started in a neutral position, so that takedown. But I thought for sure Will would take these positions to really, really make his opponent pay in the leg ride and tilt situation. Nice sweep that went all the way around.
Now with those 2 points, that's good for a Wolverine take.
So sweet takedown. Here we go. We're going straight back to this wrist ride, leg ride combo.
With riding time. 2 more points gives us a technical
Here goes this
fall.
tilt. This gets tougher. The more tired you get, the less power I have. Still nothing there. Will's done a good job of bringing him over. What's the key here? How do you get a guy turned, even if he's fighting really, really hard?
I always like to get my hips perpendicular. Give him something to prop him up on. Will gets it though. Lines up with the tech.
So he gets that tech fall. He gets that tech fall. Good job by Will. I think that shows Will's toughness.
'97's Ashton Seeley, redshirt freshman out of Nephi, Utah, wrestled for Jurab High School. Got in on
What
a shot.
Great shot coming up from underneath.
That's good for a Wolverine take. Guys,
He's quick to put the legs in as well.
197 pounds, Utah Valley Wolverine, Utah local Ashton Seeley. Comes to us as a redshirt freshman, not wasting any time. That's a takedown over Western Wyoming sophomore Connor Kirkland, who comes to us with a solid record of 17-5. Ashton Seeley coming out of high school as a multi-sport athlete. Chose to take his talent and athletic ability to Utah Valley University.
Not a lot happening on bottom here.
It's tough to have much happen when you got a guy with double leg right in. He's doing, his coaches are yelling, pick a side. You got to get your knees, as tough as it is, you got to go, okay, I'll go to one leg ride and then I'll work on that. So you should eat that elephant one bite at a time. Double leg ride is super tough. So he jumps to one side, and Ashton's doing a great job of keeping him flat. It's underneath the armpits. Look at this 2-on-1 right here. Ashton can drive this forward and pull to a tilt, which should be count. But no, ref says no. Here we go, 1, 2. That near fall starts. So again, secures forward, near fall.
Riding time up over 2 minutes, and we still got 45 seconds left. 4 near fall awarded to Ashton Seeley.
Right on the edge of the mat here. One point of contact in, and referee says, okay, we're out of bounds. I anticipated that happening.
Give Kirkland a chance to put his headgear back on.
That last 10 fall, that puts a team score at 27 Utah Valley, 9 Western Wyoming.
Ashton does a good job. If you watch how he keeps his hips just locked on his opponent, doesn't even have a chance to. So high bar arm, you'd like to see him break him down before he tries to run him over. So he's got to bump him forward, try to get him flat.
He's doing a good job of being out on the side, pushing with his toes, his legs.
Yeah, that's what's going to break a guy down. Oh, but he doesn't stick with it. Short time, 5 seconds.
Western Wyoming chooses neutral.
Western Wyoming gets a choice. He goes both neutral. Period 1. Ashton Seeley rides his opponent for every second.
Oh, what a great.
10 seconds.
Wow.
So
Ashton
he did
down
a couple
blocked
things
really
good.
good.
Then he went for that throw.
Points, 2-6.
I think that Kirkland had come in so close. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to try a throw," and realized he probably didn't have the pressure in order to do it. He had the position, but not the pressure.
Right.
So those you can't get those confused. You know, a lot of times if I'm going to throw, not only do I have the right lock, the right position, but I have to create the right pressure so that as I go to throw, I'm using counterbalancing momentums, right?
Yeah, but he did a good job on that down block.
Oh man, smashed him. So, you know, again, Kirkland shoots in and Ashton does a good job. Boom, down block, smashes him down, and Kirkland pops right back up. And now is really digging at this armbar series, keeping Ashton flat. He's digging for it. He's got one arm in. This is painful because you put the forearm and elbow right in the back to create the leverage to put your other hand in. You see him keep working on it.
I might agree with Western Wyoming's coaches in that spot.
Yeah, Kirkland's doing a good job. He's digging at it. And you got Utah Valley, Ashton, he's just kind of burying his hand. He goes, "I'm not giving up this arm." And the referee calls, he goes, "Hey, that's a stalemate." I don't know if I would have gone for that one.
I'm leaning more towards stalling. Western Wyoming's coach is telling their athlete, "Hey, he's tired." Seeley tripoding up.
Ashton at 197 pounds isn't our typical starter. He's a redshirt freshman. Wow, what a big return to the mat.
So he does a good job. He has hand control until he gets to his feet. Kirkland reassumes the lock and then returns him pretty easily.
Right, and that's so much work. You're building up a guy lifting all the weight off of him, standing up, putting the weight behind you, and to be just returned back down. It's a tough position.
Yeah, you might as well just keep the hand control, wait until you get your point awarded, and then go to work.
So what I was saying is Ashton's not our usual starter. Tanner Orndorff, our number 11th ranked wrestler, I think he's going to save. They're saving him, giving our younger wrestlers a chance against the junior college, Western Wyoming, and now we got a match on our hands where we're now into the third period, 6-2. Riding time is it's ticking down. Not an issue right now.
Ashton's gonna want to get his head off the mat, start creating some motion here. A lot of times when guys get in trouble on bottom is when they just stop moving.
Well, I always felt this. I tell, youth that I coach, if you're in any position and you're stagnant, whether I'm on bottom, whether I have a tie on our feet, whether I'm on top, if I'm not actually working towards something or creating motion, I'm probably going to get myself into some trouble somehow.
Yeah, he just got the stall call against him.
1 minute,
minute left.
1 minute.
Reaches through, he's working on this.
Western Wyoming coach is calling for another stall.
43 seconds.
Seconds. Seeley gets to his feet.
So Ashton does a good job holding a good base, getting a nice, good hand control shot here, though. He ends up a takedown right there at the last.
2 at the end of the match, but that's not enough. Your winner at 197 pounds, Ashton
So Ashton comes away with it. What do you think? I think he kind of gassed a little bit.
Yeah, he looked sluggish. He looked sluggish.
And, you know, we don't know. You know, like I said.
He comes out to a strong first round.
Oh,
up
man.
6
He looked
points.
awesome. He had great intensity. Gets up 6. So at 285, our heavyweight match, it's a similar situation where Tate Orndorff, our number 10 ranked wrestler, we're going to have him wrestle in our Fresno State duel tonight. So we give Benjamin Andrew, redshirt sophomore, a chance as he wrestles Landon Brown, a redshirt freshman from Western Wyoming.
Both local products. Landon Brown out of Layton High School. Some good wrestling here. Brown's in on a leg.
Redshirt sophomore, Benjamin Andrew.
Wow, that's interesting.
Art Castillo, head coach of Western Wyoming, he's going to challenge that. He throws the block.
So he goes. He's contesting right here. If you remember the position we were in, we get a takedown. He not only has his leg, but he also has his toe and his hip down. So, you know, Art Castillo, coach, says, "Hey, I think we got a takedown before we went out of bounds." So for those of you who watch, you might have seen it come out on the mat. Each coach has a challenge block, which is essentially, hey, I want you to take a double look at this. You only get a certain amount of those throughout the match. And he goes,
if you lose the challenge, they ding you.
They ding you, and wrestler loses choice of position, I believe.
I think you're right there.
It's one or the other.
Your wrestler loses choice. I have to look that up really quick. Ref's gonna stand by his call. There wasn't control when they went out of bounds.
After video review, the call stays. No takedown, no control.
Both guys heavy hands here. That was actually really good wrestling. Heavy guys sometimes don't have a lot of motion, and right there that takedown. And now as we come back in, both guys really moving their feet.
Brown looking for that super duck. Winds up getting underhooked. Some good hand fighting there. Both guys looking to get inside position, sink their underhooks. Coach Lofthouse yelling to his wrestler, feet and hands, feet and hands. A lot of times these guys will get in there and start moving their hands, doing a lot of work the upper body, and their feet are stuck.
Right.
Leaves them super open to all kinds of bad news.
Just under a minute on the clock, first period. We're deadlocked at 0-0.
Short time, 30 seconds here. How important do you think it is to score? Ooh, foot sweep there. That was pretty sweet.
And there we go. We got the big boy securing a Wolverine take.
Quick update on that rule. So loss of the challenge when you throw the challenge cube results in nothing but losing the cube. So you won't have another challenge the rest of the duel if you use it early on.
So no more challenges, but at a heavyweight. So props for that. So at heavyweight match, it's your last match. You go, hey, I got nothing else to lose. Yeah. It's a questionable call. Let's give it a shot.
Don't stop moving, Landon.
Benjamin jumps sides. Heavy here. This is an awesome job in keeping his opponent down, Landon Brown. Again, to this wrist ride. This is an awesome. They've been doing a great job of a wrist ride to this tilt. Now we got 1, 2. That near fall starts, which is so cool. You don't see big guys. That's a little tougher.
Yeah, we don't see that a lot out of the heavyweights, but we'll take it.
Yeah, roll that bowling ball over. Let's go. And again to this claw ride, wrist ride, leg ride. I love seeing this. This is personally one of my favorite positions because, again, where one is closed, right? If I'm riding up on some wrist rides, again, I've said this probably 2 or 3 times tonight, they're not thinking about their legs. I can get my legs in. If I have a really tough leg ride, they're generally not really paying attention to where their hands and their elbows are. And so I can kind of go back and forth and interchange between the two.
Right.
Knee slide there to try and get an escape, but he pushes out. The ref goes, I don't really like that you just pushed him out. I'm going to warn you for stalling here.
Once again, probably more of a choice made by desperation. It's like, hey, he's going to get away. Might as well just drive him out with the leg. Maybe get a stall call, but he's not getting an escape.
And with a padded riding time of over a minute and a half.
Quick little stand-up brings it back down. Here we go. Look for another tilt situation. Maybe not now. He had that nice 2-on-1. Great opportunity to grab that, pull it up tight, throw a hip in, and do a tilt opportunity. Good knee slide here, and he's fighting hands.
Gets hand control and escapes.
Good job by Landon Brown. Gets that escape.
As the time runs out, we'll go into the 3rd round. UVU up 6-2.
Oh, lifts him, and nice job. Switch to loss of control, so good job by Benjamin.
He knew on his way down that he could hit that switch, create a little bit of distance. Wound up getting an escape.
Elbow pass there by Landon Brown. Heavy hands, pull there. Oh, sweep single there.
That's some good timing. He waited for him to reach. His elevation came up a little bit, and Brown was in on that single.
You know, I'm impressed too, because generally when you got big guys to do a sweep single and go underneath and not continue to move, it's super difficult because guys are just so heavy, right?
But he winds up dumping in here.
Nice. He does a good job driving up and then ends up creating a dump opportunity.
And it's a good finish for those bigger guys because it doesn't require a whole lot of lifting.
Utah Valley's got the riding time locked up. 7-4 is the difference in the score.
25 seconds.
Technically, with riding time, it's 8-4. With that escape, we go 9-4. 15 seconds.
And that's the match.
Well, hey, it was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think this kind of ended up how we thought with UVU, maybe coming out on top with just a younger team. You got a junior college guys; those are 1st and 2nd year wrestlers.
Yeah.
And so, you know, really cool to see them come down here, participate in the duel tonight. We got more action coming up. So if you're watching whatever platform you're on. If you're on YouTube, WAC Network, or anywhere else that you're streaming the live stream from here, tune in, 7 p.m. We're taking on Fresno State University. It's going to be awesome. Final score for the match tonight, UVU 33, Western Wyoming 9. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garf Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos too by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garf Volkswagen.
We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
You ready to go? Sounds fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
You know, it feels great,
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby! Step back three. Got it! James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
We're in the back really cooking food. You know, we take pride in all the food that we do. We make the meatballs from scratch. We make the pasta. What we're doing as a restaurant, making the community better, beautifying the community, increasing the culture in the community. And I think that that's such an important aspect to what we do as a restaurant, to recognize that our customers aren't just people who are coming in to dine with us, but they're part of our family.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
up, buddy? Good. How are you? Yeah. Great. You're doing great these days, huh? That's awesome. How long have you guys been married now? 10 years? Wow. Congratulations, buddy. Hey, you do a good job with the mic.
Utah Valley Wrestling will be signing posters. And on the ground will be behind the team bench. Stop by, say hi to our Wolverine wrestlers.
I was listening to you guys on the broadcast. I'm like, hey, I know those boys. You know, you were doing all right. I'll give it to you. Now you've had your warm up. I'm expecting better things. Okay, come on.
Big 12 matchup experience the visiting Fresno State Bulldogs and our 23rd ranked Utah Valley Wolverines. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise.
Eyes on me! I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garf Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University athletics, basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos too by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garf Volkswagen. We hear you.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? South
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU, inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
It feels great,
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
Step back three. Bottom. James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
We're in the back really cooking food. You know, we take pride in all the food that we do. We make the meatballs from scratch. We make the pasta. What we're doing as a restaurant, making the community better, beautifying the community, increasing the culture in the community. And I think that that's such an important aspect to what we do as a restaurant, to recognize that our customers aren't just people who are coming in to dine with us, but they're part of our family.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Gary Joint and his opponent from Utah, freshman from Lofdale, Utah, Dylan Gregerson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Utah Valley University, where we have the Bulldogs of Fresno State taking on the Wolverines of Utah Valley. Stoked to have a Pac-12 matchup going on here. They're doing the announcements right now. All the wrestlers coming out. I am Sam Allen. I'm here with
Jason Talbert. Yeah, we're excited for this Big 12 matchup. We got coming out of Fresno, newer program that's been resurrected at Fresno State, the Bulldogs. They were at once a powerhouse with some national champs, some good wrestling, and
they had a
got
story.
dropped.
Yeah, and that one, you know, it's funny that a lot of these programs, it kind of blindsides them, blindsides the community, the wrestling community especially surrounding it. And so seeing these guys come back is awesome. Right here in our conference, we're going to see a lot more of these guys in the coming years for sure.
Right, and they did a good job. The community rallied, got some funding for it. They're back in action. They got Troy Steiner, their head coach, four-time All-American out of Iowa for the Hawkeyes.
You know, it's funny. I always say this about the Iowa guys. They have a look about them. So if you see Coach over here tonight, they got this super hardcore, intense mentality, which I love. So
he's serious.
Yeah,
for sure.
Coach Steiner's done a good job. I think he was pivotal in them kind of reinstating it. They went to the community, to the athletic directors. They say, hey, we're going to not only bring back a great program, we're aligning ourselves with the right coaches. And so, we're happy to have them come out here tonight. The matchups tonight, we were talking a little bit about this. We got some injuries and some guys out. And so, you know, where this match, I think we have it kind of in the bag previously. This is going to be a tight match tonight. Our guys have to wrestle tough. They have to, they got to be prepared. As I look at it, you know, this could go down to one or two matches. Easy.
Yeah, it's going to come down to bonus points, and UVU knows, the coaching staff knows. We just dropped a close duel with Stanford, a team that normally probably would have beat pretty easily, but we dropped them 19-20 with the same banged-up lineup. And so we know which matches we have to win here, which matches we have to mitigate our losses.
Well, we got one of the exciting things that Utah Valley has going for them, 5 ranked wrestlers, we're super excited about that. Unfortunately, one of our guys at 174 pounds, Kimball Bastion, he's out tonight. So one of our ranked guys out, but we're going to bring our A game. We're going to do our best with what we got, and excited to see our guys compete tonight.
Please make some noise for tonight's honorees, Craig.
Athletes just shook hands, did the coin toss. We're going to go ahead and start at 125.
As you were talking about, Chasen, UVU's coming off of a tough loss to Stanford. Stanford's actually knocking on the door to be ranked in the top 25. UVU is currently ranked 23 in the nation. We've been in that conversation for 8 straight weeks now. So pretty much a good portion of the season. Oh, wow, nice single leg right off the whistle here.
Right, he felt him coming in, just dropped to it.
What's he got to do here? Can't sit underneath. We were talking about that this last duel. You shoot and stay under, you're going to get crushed.
Right, so ideally he would have kept the lock and circled to that outside leg. He's in a good tie, he's got the underhook.
Josh Jensen.
Josh, in his final year of eligibility, transferred out of University of Mary, North Dakota. He's wrestling Robert Garcia, the 4th, a redshirt freshman.
The 4th.
The 4th.
History, storied name. Josh doing a good job. Well, Josh coming from Payson, Utah. Tough wrestler. Oh, nice knee tap. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, he's not giving up that leg yet.
Nope, he needs to keep his hands
He's got to keep his, get up on his knees too.
Right.
Good job. Wow. For hitting that knee tap, he committed fully to it. Those elusive hips of Robert Garcia almost gave it up, ends up giving up that 2 takedown. Let's see for him to just stand up right here. Oh, roll. Oh. Did a Grammy roll there.
He wants to stay in bounds here. So a lot of action in that first minute. Josh quick to his feet again. He earns the escape.
Good job by Josh. Oh, wow. Nice slide by
Garcia
here.
had a great slide by, felt that pressure.
Guys that do that, they're so tough because you can't really set your hands on them. The second you set your hands and you feel like you got a good bind to really start pulling and moving that guy, boom, they do that slide by. Good job by Garcia.
Right, just push a little too hard and you're getting slid. Garcia gets that leg in.
Yeah, we got to see Josh get his knees to the mat or crawl forward, get a knee through that leg right area. Because again, being under here, we were talking about this last duel against Western Wyoming. Being underneath a guy when he's got his legs on, not to mention a double leg ride, is just absolutely exhausting.
Josh just want to get that hip down.
Hip down and crawl forward. Oh, power half coming on here. Oh, does a good job fighting that off. But again, Garcia's got these wrist rides, keeping him flat. Without a lot of action here, we may get a false or a stalemate call. Let's hope for that so Josh can get a fresh start. Riding time's racking up, minute 30 now. Oh, this power half is tough. He does a good job keeping his head up, fighting it off. Short time, 6 seconds. That power half from the legs is absolutely vicious. Okay,
Red chooses neutral.
We're going neutral.
They'll go on their feet.
Confident in his feet. In a neutral position. I like the way Josh came out. Josh comes out with a nice flurry. I want to see him get heavy hands. Oh, there goes that slide by. That great motion, man. Garcia.
It's quick.
Well, and elusive, right? Like, if I can't set my hands on a guy, he's either moving or I do set and he's constantly either passing elbows or sliding by.
Yeah, he just faked him a couple of times, got his momentum going the right way, and then slid behind him.
Great job by Garcia.
Garcia's coaches want him to cut him.
Ran him through there, back down to the mat.
Fresno coaches, they say, hey, cut him, let's get another takedown. Josh gets called for stalling.
How do you come out? How do you come out and keep that intensity? Like I said, Josh came out, had a good shot right off the whistle, ended up coming up, had some decent binds with an underhook, and that's all kind of gone by the wayside, especially a guy that I know is going to slide by. Sometimes, what do you do?
You know, sometimes guys come out guns a-blazing, they get in on a shot, and it doesn't pound out for them, and it does something to them mentally. It's like, oh, probably shouldn't try that shot again. Got stuffed last time.
Here come the Lee's leg right here. Oh, it's tough. So Josh's knee is up in the air. You see this right here. He's got to somehow crawl his knee forward to get it so he can get his hip to the mat. Referee calls stalemate. That's with short time left. 3 minutes, 20 seconds riding time with just 9 seconds left in the second period.
Looking for that quick escape, Granby roll. Time winding down here. Josh is going to go into the third round with choice. Chooses bottom. Coaches say, cut him.
Fresno State 6, Utah Valley 1.
I think if you look at the lineups and you look at how we match up, the coaches here also know it. Hey, bonus points are going to be important. So currently, with the match 6-2, these takedowns, this last little flurry we're going to have here is going to be important for a bonus point, from a bonus point perspective. A reminder to people listening, a victory of 7 points or less is a 3-point victory for the team. Anything 8 points or more is 4 points. If you win by 15, it's called a technical fall, which is they finish the match, basically shows that you're technically superior. That's a 5-point victory for your team, and then obviously a pin is a 6-point victory for your team.
Currently, Robert's got a 6, potentially 7-point lead with riding time. Elects to choose neutral.
What?
And scores another takedown. Minute left.
Just under a minute left, third period, 1 minute left.
Okay, we really want to stay tough here. We don't want to get my elbows high because, as you can see, the coaches over here from Fresno are saying, hey, run that power half, run that power half. And it all comes from that wrist ride. Wrist ride comes out, boom, you have that power half with your forearm right on top of his head. Stretch that shoulder way out.
Right, Garcia doing a good job of keeping him stuffed. He's got weight on the hips, keeping his head on the mat. 10 seconds.
So time expires with the final score, Utah Valley 3, Fresno State 11. Good job by Garcia.
Fresno State, Robert Garcia.
33s, we got Gary Joint, another redshirt freshman from Fresno, and Dylan Gregerson, local product, wrestling for Utah Valley.
State Bulldogs, Gary Joint. And your Utah Valley Wolverine, freshman Dylan Gregerson.
Good defense there. See those active hands? Boom, boom, on the head.
Yeah, push, pull, fake in, and then he's in on his shots.
You know, it's funny to see. I talked a little bit about the Iowa style, that kind of grind in your face type of style. You can already see it, some of these guys doing a good job. Right in the face, heavy hands. The more motion I create, the more off balance I keep my opponent, the better opportunities that I secure for myself. So motion equals success in wrestling. The more I can move, the more I move my opponent, the more success I will have at attacking.
That's right. They want to move not just their hands, but also their feet. You got guys that move their hands, have a lot of motion going on up top, but then their feet are planted, set themselves up to get taken down.
Well, watch out for this. You know, he shoots in, hands come post. It's easy to do a post, single, post, double, clear those hands out, get underneath them. A peek out right there opportunity, but good hand fighting. You see this? It's like a boxing match. You know, got to find the right angles and move my opponent.
Like to see a little more attack out of UVU.
Right. I think most of the flurry in attack opportunities have come from Fresno State.
1 minute left in the first period.
Oh, nice drag by there almost.
Garrett Joyner, 133 pounds, is a redshirt freshman from Lemoore, California, where he wrestled at Lemoore High School.
We got about 45 seconds left in the round.
Another drag.
Went for the drag again.
High School out of Bluffdale, Utah.
Oh, low-level single. Nice deep job defending. 39 seconds
Got
left.
him in that front head. It's a good spot to be in.
Got to really come. Oh, another single leg opportunity here. Got to really fight. Keep that whizzer.
Scores
Take
2
down
on the edge.
Right on the edge with
Short
19
time
seconds left.
Yeah, those takedowns at the end of the periods are really important. It leaves your opponent with little time to escape and recoup some of those points.
And kind of just gets a good chunk of riding time ridden up. So here we go. Dylan chooses neutral. Pretty confident that he can battle in here, create opportunities to shoot. Had some good drag bys, some opportunities for some single legs out of that.
Yeah, now he's going to have to create some opportunities. He's down 2 points. Giving up another takedown could be detrimental. He's good at pulling into that Russian. Gregerson typically competes in Greco as his style of choice.
Oh, nice job again. Nice defense.
So he's in that front headlock position again, and now he needs a score off of it.
That's a lot of Greco guys. It's one of their favorite places to be because I'm really confident in my front headlock to get angles and go behind. But we got to see him go here. Oh, warning on that. Take down there out of that single leg.
Taken down and then also warned up with stalling. Which makes sense. You know, he hasn't had a lot of offense thus far.
Yeah, I think it's, refs look at action, not just the motion that you're creating, how active you are with your hands, the opportunities, the actual shots you take. I think that's probably the most important thing for a ref to go, hey, who's really driving this ship? Who's showing the greater initiative in securing points? And I just don't think that Dylan had as many opportunities or showed the ref as many opportunities. So he says, hey, let's get moving here. Power half here. He fights it off really well.
Going to the third round. It's Red's choice. Coaches tell him, choose down. Quick escape. Fresno's up 5-0.
Oh, nice
Good
reshot.
It's the right idea.
Okay, let's work this front headlock. No, his head peeks out. You know, that reshot was good, so the angle was good. The penetration was good. He just that final drive through, right?
Right.
Like he did. I mean, it would have been nice if he kept those feet moving. He would have busted him back right on his pockets and scored that takedown. Again, another drag by opportunity. Shot here on the outside.
Gives up another one.
So right now, score is 7-0, and riding time is a factor. And so we really need to get an escape here. We're being cognizant in these matchups that are a little closer. We got to come away with just a decision here. So escape is really important.
Right. Getting another stall call is the opposite of what we want to do here.
It's exactly the opposite. So now an escape won't even really help the situation. He's got to reverse or escape and take down here. You know, you get tired and it's hard to build your base up. Heads on the mat. You know, it's I think those are indicators you're exhausted, giving it your all.
Right, and those are the same indicators refs are looking for to see who's stalling or not. That's the match. Riding time. Fresno comes away with a major decision. It's another 4 points, leaving the team score 8-0. Looking forward to this next match at 141. Matt Finley is ranked 8th in the country. It's a breath of fresh air, hopefully, as these two face off with Chris DeLoza, a sophomore out of Fresno.
Ladies and gentlemen, 141 pounds from Fresno
Matt
State.
Oh, watch
body
this.
lock.
Body lock here. All
His
right,
bear
to
hugs
his
into his
back.
back.
He's going to squeeze him. Matt is so strong.
He is.
And so compact, and he immediately runs to a front or a half Nelson here, claw ride.
Matt really is a specimen. He can't be taller than 5'3", and he's yoked.
Ring number 8 in the country, Matt.
So
And
nice,
he's explosive.
Yeah, nice come out right to a bear hug takedown to a 4-point near fall, and he just keeps returning. Switch opportunity there, but Matt stuffs it and drives him up out of bounds.
I love how he keeps wrestling, even on the edge. You know, he's going to take down out of bounds.
And I think you look at that even with matches we've had even tonight where wrestling on the edge, there's an immense amount of opportunity to score on the edge of the mat, defend all the way out on the edge of a mat. And so I'd like you said, love the way that Matt's wrestling here where he goes, nah, okay, if we're going to go out of bounds, I'm driving you clear out, no questions asked. I'm not getting switched on. I'm not getting last-second escape. I'm going to really dominate this position.
Right. One thing I've noticed about Matt, even just in the wrestling room, the training room, he's relentless. He's going to go the whole time. His shape is phenomenal. And that's how he wins a lot of these close matches with top 10 competitors.
If you can keep, as you get to higher levels, if you can keep matches close, especially with riding time, especially with winning different positions, anyone can win. And so he's done a great job. Again, our highest ranked wrestler, Matt Finley, number 8.
He's got that leg in.
1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. 1 minute 30 seconds.
Really tough riding here. This crossface position. Opportunities for him to run right here. Pull his arm back. But again, relentless just from a riding perspective, never giving up anything on top here. Short time, or a minute 1. He drives in, shoots in on that single leg, and they're kind of going out.
He's going to want to climb the leg here. Awesome. So DeLoza gets his hands broken in that standing position. Instead of cutting him, he drops to the leg, goes to finish there, and keeps wrestling on the edge. Getting tough with that crossface, got the leg in. It's a good spot to be in on top. Got DeLoza flattened. It's like DeLoza might be stalling on bottom now.
Here we go. From across the throat here, he's going to keep putting his hips in. Matt's going to keep putting his hips in and try to suck him up underneath his chest.
Right, he's got 5 seconds. He's going to crunch him up here, bend around. No near fall.
That is brutal.
Yeah,
Matt
he wasn't
Finley.
comfortable down there, was he?
Fresno State 0. Riding time is definitely a factor with almost 3 minutes.
The ref's counting. He can't stay on the leg there. Did he get the count?
That's interesting.
So if you're on the top position, you drop to a leg, you can't stay there for more than 5 seconds.
Right. So he counted, he stopped, he counted, he stopped, and ended up driving Matt out of bounds. Matt does a good job just posting up and knee sliding and just turns and faces him.
Let's see what he does on his feet.
Interesting, shoots a high C across the body.
Yeah, I think he was maybe going for that fireman, that toss there.
We wrestle at Alta High School. Still made no action. Back to the center. Both wrestlers back on their feet.
Matt won a lot of matches in high school too. He's a Fargo champ out of Alta High School.
See him lift this up, trip it down here. Oh, he rolls through, catches him on his back.
Ready for the roll.
That's good for Wolverine take.
It's big pressure on top again.
1 minute on the clock, second period. Matt Finley, 9-0 with almost 3 minutes riding time.
So Matt originally had committed to Boise State.
That's right. UVU actually picked up some really tough wrestlers in the unfortunate event where Boise State dropped their program. There were some guys that had been recruited by both Utah Valley and Boise State. We ended up, they found a new home here, and it's been awesome. Finley's one of them. Our other one, Demetrius Romero.
He's got him on his back. We're looking for a pin here. 20 seconds. Not quite.
So again, bonus points are going to be important. So Matt's dominating the position here. We're going to look for him to really push the pace, come up with a tech fall and or a pin.
Yeah, a pin would be great. Bring the team score a lot closer. Oftentimes these college matches, you could win less matches than the other team, but still win the duel.
Exactly.
Red chooses neutral.
Really heavy with his hands, does a good job there.
DeLoza with those outside shots, he's tapping in the face, faking, staying low. Matt did a good job of just keeping his hands down.
Oh, he's going to take him to his back here. We're going to look for him to pin him here.
Not quite, but he's got the arm barred up, and that's a tech fall.
So again, we wanted bonus points. We got bonus points.
49s is interesting. They got number 17, Christian Olivas, who wound up wrestling at Fresno after his stint at UVU. He started here before Fresno resurrected their program. He committed to UVU, wrestled here for a year, and then came back home once he found out home had a program again. Currently ranked 17th. He'll be wrestling Landon Knudsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, now up at 149 pounds from Fresno State. Coming here as a redshirt junior, ranked number 17 in the country, Christian Olivas.
Oh, nice shot by Landon. Right in on that single leg. We're going to look for him to, again, get an angle, back step here, or lift it. He lifts it up. Tight whizzer here. Wow, look at him. Christian, great job of scramble here.
Yeah. Wins his leg back.
Again, that's so frustrating. You know, just being in positions that you've worked to win. No takedown yet. Oh, he gave him a takedown, but then gave a one escape. So that was kind of an interesting, quick roll through, but a big throw by Olivas. Olivas' pace is pretty impressive. A lot of motion, heavy hands. Makes it hard to track down and create opportunities for Landon.
And he likes being in on that Russian. It's the second time he's pulled it. He's got some tricks up his sleeve from here.
So when you know a guy wants that, he's looking for that inside trip. What do you do when you know a guy wants your Russian tie there? Landon comes off with his own underhook of his own. Dives in at those legs. Landon does a good job dropping down, but Olivas drives straight up through it and now has a tight single leg and sweeps his foot down. Trips him down, scores 4-1, 52 seconds left. We want Landon to get up out of here real quick. Leg right comes in. That's a time waster. Crossbody ride for Olivas.
Right, Landon's gonna.
You want to stay balled up here. You get flat in a crossbody ride, especially with that arm trapped. That's a bad situation to be in. So Landon wants to keep his knees wide, win his arm back.
Christian looking to spread him out.
You can kind of create some opportunities here by shaking off the hip. Like right now, Olivas is a little high. If Landon can clear his arm, he can shake him off that hip. But he's getting broken down here. Short time, 7 seconds left. And a roll, nothing. Oh, jeez. Right at the last, he ends up coming up with a 4-point near fall right at the very last.
Yeah, those points at the end of the rounds are just real tough.
We've had a few of those. Unfortunately, they've been in Fresno State's favor rather than UVU's.
Unfortunately, yes.
You know, takedowns right on the edge of the mat near the end of the period, or, we're giving up near fall. Landon wrestled really tough there. Oh, Granby roll there. Oh, almost caught him right there on his back. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, Olivas is real gamey on bottom. He's got sneaky rolls. Winds up just earning a normal stand-up escape.
Nice shot. High C single.
Knudsen gets the takedown.
Nice job by Knudsen.
He hasn't stopped wrestling. Christian back to his feet again.
One escape, Fresno State puts the score at 10-3. About a minute left, just over a minute left, second period.
So Landon's got to stay tough here. Got to stay light on his feet. Even though his legs are heavy, he's got to stay light on his feet. Olivas is pretty tough with this Russian tie, so doesn't want to dive. You don't want to dive under a guy. Let's get Landon back up on his feet. He's going to bring his head up, fight that elbow, that hand off his throat. Oh, and he jumps behind for a takedown. Nice job, Landon. That was a good reaction. Let's look for him to get tough here now. Scores 5-10. Getting.
It's like Christian.
Ref stops the match for a moment and warns Landon for stalling.
I think he was still on the ankle there.
Can't hang out too long in one position. Again, the refs are going to push you to make changes.
About 30 seconds left in the round.
You know, that's the second time Olivas creates some type of motion on bottom. He almost like he crawls forward. Nice job on a shot here.
That's the third time with the same shot.
Short time and a drive through to a roll. Let's look for him to lift this leg up. If he lifts this leg Landon has, shouldn't have let that leg go. Shouldn't have let that leg go. Usually when we're scrambling, if I can hold on to a guy's leg and get his leg higher than mine, then I'm going to win.
Yeah, the highest guy usually does. And Olivas knows that.
So Landon's doing a good job. He's not giving up. He's creating opportunities. Unfortunately, that last one, he could have had a great takedown because he had a nice single leg shot. Reshot opportunities here. Walk these people through what a reshot opportunity is.
Right, so when your opponent shoots on you, unsuccessful, you have a window of opportunity to get him while he's vulnerable. Oftentimes, shots that are successful are off of a reshot.
Landon's keeping a good pace here. I think Olivas has kind of gassed a little bit. Oh, dive in here. Let's
That's
go
a
behind.
good opportunity.
If he
He's
drives
on the
through,
leg.
let's drive through, let's drive through, let's drive through. I wouldn't have gone down, but he does a good job finishing low rather than running behind.
And UVU coaches are telling him to cut him. You got a minute left. He can keep pushing the pace. Might be able to turn this into something good. And again.
Again, you got to bring both hands to it. So referee's saying, hey, you're stalling, Olivas. And Knudsen drives in on that single. Tight waist pops him down to his hip, but Landon's not giving up. He keeps driving.
And Chris might be tired. This guy's coming up from California, lower elevation. 15 seconds. We're gonna have a feet to back situation in order to tie the score.
Well, we wanna give ourselves an opportunity, and down by 8 with short time, and it expires. You know, I thought that showed heart by Landon Knudsen. He comes away with just a decision victory, so it keeps us a little closer in the game here.
You know, on paper, there's not much more we could ask out of that match. You know, it's got a ranked guy.
I thought he wrestled him tough.
Really well.
You know, you give us another minute.
Could have been
Landon
a different
had
story.
him on the ropes here.
That's right. 57, we got Spencer Hayward, a redshirt freshman, against Isaiah Hockett, a redshirt junior from Fresno.
Coming to us is a redshirt junior.
We're just going to want to push the pace, stay in good position.
Redshirt freshman, Spencer Hayward.
Ref says, hey, get the hands out of the face. I feel like that's been an initiative for referees this year to get guys less on the face and head, and let's just wrestle real wrestling rather than pounding on somebody's face or head.
And it's interesting. There's different refs that call it different. You know, there's guys that are a little more lenient with it, and refs that call it every time.
So takedown, we don't want to waste too much time. Like right here on the edge of the mat, if I know I'm on the edge, I'd prefer to get a restart. I'll move out. Nice job clearing his leg too. So he did a good job clearing his leg out of the leg ride. We know it's coming in.
It's like Hayward is bleeding. Maybe hawk it. Getting this blood taken care of. Got the trainer working on him. Opportunity for Coach Williams to get in his ear a little bit, maybe give him some advice before they get back to it.
So after this match, we're kind of getting into our tougher part of our lineup where we got ranked wrestlers. Number 9, Demetrius Romero at 165 pounds. Again, we talked about Kimball Bastian, our stud, being ranked right here in the top, number 13. Then we move on to Will Sumner. Will's been mentioned in the rankings this year. He's currently out of the rankings, but I think that's a matchup at 184 pounds, Chasen, where you got another guy, he's near the top of the rankings. You can create opportunities and win that match. And then 2 stud brothers, Tanner and Tate Orndorff, number 11 and number 10 ranked respectively. So coming up on our tougher part of the match. Nice knee slides, nice motion.
Kept moving. Not quite an escape. It went out of bounds, but good motion. There you go.
Good job. Oh, man, he got caught a little flat-footed on a heavy foot. He ends up coming into that crotch lift, trying to scoot his hips. So right now, he wants to keep scooting his hips and get Holkett's shoulder out of his thigh, right? If I keep scooting, keep pulling, this might turn into an opportunity for him. Oh, crazy scramble here. Ends up giving up that takedown. I think if he played that a little bit differently, he may have created a different opportunity, but decent job keeping that crotch lift, trying to scoot his hips around to secure a takedown. He tried to step over the foot. That released enough pressure that Holkett came up, came around for the takedown.
Haywood keeps moving even when he's on bottom, not give that guy time to rest on top, you know. And Red just got called for stalling. .30 seconds left in the first round. Spencer in that tripod position. Gets to his feet, looking for hand control.
Good hand control here. It's getting run out again.
Fresno's coaching staff looking for some back points there. Spencer exposed himself. Coach Steiner throws the challenge cube. They're going to video review that, see if he did in fact earn some near fall.
So what are they going to look for here? What do you think would really constitute getting near fall and not getting near fall?
Well, if his back was exposed, even if he put himself there, the top guy's got control.
That's another area that NCAA, from a rules and an officiating standpoint, that they've been much more vigilant about, is guys putting themselves on their back to avoid takedowns and to avoid reversals and stuff like that. So guys are scrambling really well, and they're putting themselves in precarious situations. And the way that they've urged referees to interpret it is, hey, even if you put yourself in a near fall position, that's going to penalize yourself.
Right. Understandable.
College wrestling to see our future college wrestlers.
So they watch it from a couple different angles, try their best to make the right call. We want to keep this match tight, so we're going to hope that he kind of rolled through and stayed off that plane that they call near fall.
Refs over there deliberating. Here comes the official ruling. And he went ahead and awarded him 2 near fall red.
So they felt like he held him for a 2 count, which is good for 2 points.
After further review, referees award 2 points near fall.
So 13 seconds left. Let's look. Let's look for Spencer to just pop up, get in a nice escape here, keep the match close.
Yeah, short time, might as well score some points before you go into the second round. He's moving.
He's doing a good job moving.
Some sticky riding though. It's gonna be UVU's choice. He defers. Hokett will choose down.
We welcome viewers if you're viewing us from Fresno State, from California, whether you're watching on YouTube. I believe we're on Facebook. Maybe not this time. Our last matchup we had on Facebook. But if you're watching on YouTube, welcome.
Also the WAC Digital Network. Thank you for viewing.
Or if you're on KSL's Over the Top app. Again, we're in the scramble situation here.
That knee, be careful there.
Gotta keep lifting, gotta keep lifting, gotta keep lifting, gotta keep lifting.
Right, get his hips off the mat, keep scooting yours. Looking for a stalemate.
Gotta crawl forward now. Don't want those legs to be crossed. There you go.
It's not enough just to get to that lock and try to wait for a stalemate. You're gonna have to keep lifting, scooting your hips, try to prevent the takedown until there's a stalemate.
Right. So we want Spencer to wrestle tough here. Again, we're just cognizant of those bonus points, you know. some of these matchups, we got younger guys in our lineup against more experienced guys from Fresno, and so we know what we want to keep wrestling tough.
Once again, short time in the period, opportunity to escape.
So we choose down in this third period. Scores 12-2. Riding time is a factor. So, you know, you look at that, it's a 13-2 match. We got to put some points on the board to mitigate this.
Fresno
this
has
deficit.
their guy cut him. They want to wrestle on their feet. So far, they've done really well on their feet in this match.
You got to keep moving, Spence.
Right, he got him with that fake, got him with the fake again, and then capitalized. They're telling him, cut him again.
His fakes, you know, as Holkett fakes, Spencer's diving up under. You know, his legs probably tired, but you got to be cognizant, keep your feet light. Holkett just jumps behind him.
He's going to cut him again. They're looking for a tech. If he can get 2 more takedowns in the final minute of the match, put an extra team point on the board for him.
So what do you do if you know a guy's digging for that tech fall?
I think a good offense is the best defense. Call still here. You just got to score 1 more in 36 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds.
He's going to want to keep his elbows in, keep his hands down.
Drive. There you go. Nice job, Spence.
Short time here.
Not enough right there. Don't want to get taken down here for sure.
Short time. He evades the tech fall.
Major decision victory, though, for Isaiah Holkett.
Puts Fresno up.
Yeah.
15-5.
157 pounds from Fresno State, Isaiah Holkett.
Well, up next, our stud muffin, number 9 ranked Demetrius Romero going up against Brandon Martino, redshirt freshman. Stay tuned. We're going to take a little break. We're having 2 young, aspiring wrestlers. They usually do an exhibition match with kids from the community.
And they're going to have them duke it out. We'll get back to you.
Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Make some noise!
Let's do this.
Late. Come on.
Creative, the world needs an answer. Give us the answer. Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
Missed that so much.
Creativity
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
to rise,
to succeed,
to become.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
You ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Question: will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
You know, it feels great, though.
In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby! Step back three. Got him! James Harden.
And now, you're showing everyone else.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Thinking of buying a home? Think bigger. Because with UCCU's low interest rates and low mortgage insurance rates, you could qualify for more house with the same payment you could get from other local lenders. A mortgage with UCCU gives you more purchase power. That means more money you can put into your home or back into your pocket. To learn more, visit uccu.com/morehouse or stop by any UCCU branch today. More house, same payment. Only at UCCU. Inspiring smart mortgage decisions.
The latest from KSL 5 News, including breaking news as it happens, and all your favorite KSL shows, ready to watch anytime. Download the free KSL app right now on all your favorite devices.
Eyes on me. I'm Mark Pope, coach of the UVU men's basketball team. I want to thank Carlos Iglesias and Ken Garf Volkswagen for being a great friend of Utah Valley University Athletics. Basketball, volleyball, and everything else.
Thanks, Coach. We're proud to support a great program like Utah Valley University Sports. We wish the Wolverines a fantastic season.
You can thank Carlos, too, by visiting their new dealership today, Ken Garf Volkswagen.
We hear you.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Huh? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
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 I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Be a king in your mind, but do the work of a servant. With a purpose on the mission, you get to what you deserving. If it's worth it, you be on straight and narrow instead of swerving. Ignore the dream killers and doubters, cause they ain't perfect.
Dang, still a lot of doubters out there. What do you want to tell them?
Thank you for the motivation.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back to Utah Valley University on the campus in Orem, Utah. We are winding down our little intermission that we take in between our first 5 weights. We are up now at 165 pounds. Utah Valley University stud wrestler Demetrius Romero going up against Brandon Martino.
Yeah, ready to have these next 5 matches underway. It's good one to start on, too. Demetrius ranked 9th in the country. He's been having some big wins this season.
Yeah, beat some really, really tough wrestlers. Current team score, 15-5. We got a little bit of a deficit to make up here, but you have a couple good matches, and we're right back in the mix.
Demetrius in on that leg.
Nice sweep single. Wow, what a cool trip all the way across the body.
That was a big step.
Kind of landed on his butt, but did a good job recovering.
One thing I like about Demetrius, he's super gritty. And even when matches get tough and get close, he's one to count on. I think since he's been at UVU, he's had like 4 or 5 overtime matches, won them all.
Yeah, last year he had one. I believe it was last year. Had an awesome opportunity where he ends up winning in overtime, busted his teeth up. I don't know if you remember that match?
Yeah, it's Oklahoma.
Awesome match and persevered, even though he had injured himself, and that's never a good thing to bust your teeth up. But tough wrestler. Awesome to have him part of Utah Valley's team, transferred in from Boise State University. Kind of lets him go. I think there's more takedowns in Demetrius.
Yeah, he's got some opportunities for sure. Super heavy on that head. Lots of just pulling, super violent.
I think Demetrius has a good physique for a wrestler. He's kind of a little longer, a little lankier, super strong.
Yeah, he can reach things that others can't.
Right. We really want Demetrius to pick up some bonus points here, where he's going against a little younger wrestler, redshirt freshman, couple years experience. But we want to see him really turn up the heat here on him. Far shot across the body. Hard to get that without some type of setup. Seconds. We want to see him. We want to see him get a takedown here in the next 30 seconds here left in the match. Heavy hands here coming out of that underhook from Brandon Martino.
20 seconds on the clock.
Looking for an end of the period takedown.
14 seconds here.
He's doing good at that elbow pass.
Yeah, clears it, and he's holding it. I think that's going to turn into some additional points here in the next few periods.
That's right. Tough on top here. He's got that ankle lock. Looking to scoop up a wrist. Martino does a good job of scooping out of there.
Locks it up. 2-2.
All right, we want Demetrius to turn this up now. Brandon Martino's done a good job of just staying in his face. He's nice, another sweep single here.
Yep. Same shot. Looks like someone's bleeding. Bad time to start bleeding when you're in on an offensive position, have an opportunity to score. Back in action.
We're back in action at 165 pounds. We got Utah Valley Wolverine, number 9 in the country, Demetrius Romero. Score is tied up right now with Demetrius Romero.
Notice Demetrius still working on that same elbow.
Right.
He doesn't let go of it easily.
Just shy of a minute.
Good there.
Demetrius in on the zero. 25 seconds on the clock.
He's gonna want to get to that angle.
Got to move his feet. Yep. See how he comes up to his toes here. He's trying either to go to the angle or peek out the back. Good takedown at the last seconds there.
He's gonna want to ride on these last few seconds, maintain that point. Good.
All right, not bad.
End of the period takedowns, they do wonders.
Martino's hanging in.
Favor.
Martino's hanging tough here, though. Let's look for Demetrius to really turn it up here in the third period. We need those bonus points.
Quick to his feet.
Going into the third and final period. Utah Valley chooses down. The lead's 4-2. Minute and a half
For hand control here, get his hips away.
Demetrius looking to get the escape. Gets it, one escape, Utah Valley.
Right out of the escape.
5-2.
Jumping in on those legs again, looking for some offense. Good.
Awesome re-attack,
That's
double
one
leg.
thing that Demetrius does well is his re-attacks. He gets that angle and he can just beat him there.
There we go.
Awarded an escape when Demetrius pounced on it. He said, no, wait, that wasn't an escape.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
A little unfair, I think.
He cut him, let him go, and then Demetrius dives in, gets a takedown, and they waves it off. So he's back in this single leg position. He wins here, but I'd like to see him turn it up here.
Well,
Switches to another single on the other side. A lot of separation here.
not the best spot to be in.
Still there, back to our feet. 24 on the clock, 24. Demetrius still attacking. 15 seconds. There you go, stalling, Kyle. Fresno.
Got a little too hasty.
Fresno with the takedown on the edge.
Trying to force something, and rightly so, you know. Jack up that team score, but.
So time expires. Final score, UVU's Demetrius Romero, 7. Brandon Martino from Fresno State, 5. Close match. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Martino did really well. It might have been a style. Matchups, you know. '74, we have Coy Wilkinson wrestling. And he'll wrestle Dominic King.
This is an important match.
Ladies and gentlemen, now up at 107.
I think this match could go either way.
Dom has had some good matches this year, but Coy is hard to finish on. He's got some great shot defense.
And on a single, immediately scoops it out. Sits him down on his butt, finishes that takedown quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, now wrestling 174 pounds. From Fresno State, Dominic Kincaid comes to us as a redshirt junior. And bumping up a weight as a redshirt sophomore, Utah Valley Wolverines.
Quick escape, 27 seconds riding time put up there. We want to see Coy actually create some opportunities here, you know, by getting in, mixing it up, getting his shots off. That's the only way we're going to keep this match close.
With that decision by Demetrius Romero, that puts forward nationally ranked
Coy with a good pull, and on that tie.
on the board for the team. Utah Valley 8, Fresno State 15. Coy Wilkinson bumping up a way for the team, looking to put some more points on the board for Utah Valley. We got just over a minute left. 27 seconds riding time over.
Oh, nice.
Similar as the first one, that underhook.
Underhook single leg, or underhook high C, I should say.
45 seconds left in the round. Forces the action out of bounds.
Coy's rocking a beautiful mullet.
It's a young mullet.
It's a young, growing mullet, coming from a mullet champion to my left right here.
Who knows? It could come to fruition. Quick escape.
So Coy's doing a good job not getting ridden, but both those takedowns pretty sound. Another sweep single here.
That's that defense I was talking about.
Good block, good stuff. Short time.
Third time's a charm. So he wants to score here, short time. You have your opponent's head down. You have some leverage there. Nice to score off of that. Green's choice. Choose down here.
Going to the second period. Fresno State leads 4-2.
Reaching for that. So good. Hey, that was a great job. So the legs came in, he knew it. He reached down in between his legs, grab his heel, boom, threw it out. Nice job to clear those hips off the top of him and get an escape. Good job, Coy. Oh, nice snap down, Coy. Front headlock position, short elbows. Only keep those elbows short. Right here we do what we call just try to bounce his head down. Try to extend him. Right now, Kincaid is balled up. He's in a good defensive position. He clears that underhook and front headlock. Far
that leg
shot.
defense again.
Far shot, but he picks up that
Get his
leg.
foot to the mat.
Oh, darn
Kincaid
it.
has scored each time by reaching across that far ankle. Snakes that leg in. No scores. It's still close. 6-4 for Fresno.
Short time here in the second period.
Going into the third period, Fresno will have choice.
Got Granby rolled. Granby rolled, can't hold on. So decently quick escape here for Kincaid. Now we're on our feet.
Boy's gonna have to display some extreme offense. Dig himself out of the hole.
Well, we know we can score. He scored a good takedown last period. Kincaid's been really, really successful at that high C. Right out of this position, actually. Look at out of an underhook, underhook high C. One minute left. Pulls the head down, he's got his chin. Look for some offense here by Coy. Nooked it forward here. Again, I want to, right here, you can't let your opponent be balled up, good defensive position.
You want to stretch him out.
You got to stretch him out, got to pull him down, get him on his knees, get him pulled forward.
Yeah, most of your muscle groups, at a short range are really powerful, but you get anything extended, it's going to lose a lot of its gumption. So Dom's going to look to get that far ankle, as he has.
He broke the lock here. Coy broke his lock. Recommitted to it, though. Now he's down short time. End the match with the final score being 9-4. So Coy Wilkerson moving up a weight class from 165 pounds. Wrestles tough, but not enough. Team score now, Fresno State 18, UVU 8.
Yeah, heading into the final 3 matches.
Right.
We got some of our better wrestlers in the lineup, but so do they. This is where their ranked guys are as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, now up at 184 pounds. From Fresno State, coming to us as a redshirt freshman with a record of 15-6 and a dual meet record of 8-2. Ranked number 21 in the country, Jackson Heemauer.
Jackson Heemauer from Boise State, currently ranked 21st. I remind you that Will Sumner has been in and out of the ranking, so he's right up there. I think this is a good matchup.
Yeah, if anything, get him back into consideration for
Will Sumner.
Yeah, Will has really stepped it up this season. His final year of eligibility. He's gonna want to roll that over his head.
Yeah, he wants to grab it, extend it, and pull it over his head.
Did he get near fall there?
Jackson Heemauer hails from DeFrost, Wisconsin. DeForest, Wisconsin.
So quick little blood timeout. We see that leg ride's coming in here. So
Right.
what's he got to do?
I'd say keep an arm ready to catch that boot.
Yeah, those legs are going to come swing in, whether they slide in from like a spider ride position or he's just stepping up and throwing them over the top.
Right, so you want to seal yourself off, get ready to catch stuff coming in, and then it turns into an offensive opportunity for you.
Here in town tomorrow is the Utah Valley University Open. It's an open tournament, so you're going to see a lot of UVU's younger wrestlers wrestling in that. Western Wyoming will be to that. I believe Fresno is going to have some of their wrestlers compete in that tournament. It's been cool. It's been running for a few years now. We're going to see wrestlers from Air Force, CSU Bakersfield, Northern Colorado, Stanford, Wyoming, Mason, Colorado, Northeastern, Junior College. A good mix of regional talent coming into town.
Another thing going on tomorrow night is UVU has a basketball game against their rival, New Mexico State.
Yeah, if you remember a few years ago, right at the end of the game, there was a
scuffle.
Bench clearing scuffle. Wrestlers would call it just practice.
Right.
Basketball players would call it a brawl.
Yeah.
But so they're our rival. We're gonna be looking forward to that matchup tomorrow night. So when you're following Utah Valley University sports, make sure you support them all. Soccer, basketball. We got great stuff going on here.
Action goes out of bounds. off the mat.
Here we go. Good job, Will. Here we want some offense here now, Will. He's got a nice bind on the back of the head, nice tie up. Good change there.
Haymauer and diving in on that shot. There's a good opportunity for an end of the round takedown. Great position to do so. Keep moving your feet, lift that elbow. Lift that elbow to break the lock, and then scoop your feet.
Short time, 9 seconds. We're gonna look for him to score. 5 seconds, we gotta keep going, Will.
There's not enough movement here.
Right.
Will chooses bottom. Riding time dangerously close to a minute.
So when you know you got 10 seconds to get out, you gotta seriously move to avoid that riding time. Right now that time has passed, 1 minute riding time for Haymauer.
He's getting that leg in there. Will switches his hips.
Nice job, he's moving. See,
Yep.
clears those hips
Crab
out.
him.
Look for him to scoot forward. He isolates one hand.
Right.
Switches hips here.
Now if he just stands.
Gotta keep moving, Will. Gotta keep moving, Will. Darn, that was a tough ride.
That's some good riding.
A lot of work.
Will's doing a good job.
There we go, nice job. Oh,
and he's on him. That's some good offense. He didn't
gotta
quit
keep
wrestling.
moving, gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving.
Own that leg there. They're just gonna wait for a stale here.
Okay, 38 seconds here. Score's tied 2-2, 39 seconds, but I want to remind listeners that there's 1 minute 38 in riding time. So if Haymauer holds off and defends takedowns here, he'll win by 1. So Will's got to have good position, heavy hands. 30 seconds for a takedown. Takedown can win this match.
Yeah, end of the period takedown would be clutch.
He's got to do more, though. Will's got to do more. Will's got to do more. 15 seconds. Got to do something, Will. Got to shoot. Into the second period. Thought we could pull off some type of end of round. So now it's time to knock that riding time down a little bit. See for him to watch for Will to ride real tough here. We need to knock off that 35 seconds of riding time minimum. Got to return to the mat here. Trip forward here. Nice double leg return. Oh, and he's right into a Turk. He's nice Turk here. He's gonna start getting it. Got to lift that elbow high. Got to lift that hip high. 1. There we go.
There's
1, 2, 3.
There we go.
He can hold him here. If you do it right, you can hold him here the rest of the period.
I say leave him.
Yep, I'd stay there. I'd stay right there. Hip high, hips in.
Take your time.
This is awesome. This is exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. Hips in, hips in. Hips in, hips in. We want to see Will put his hips in, bring him high. It's a great job and we finish with that turn.
Right, look at lifting that head off the mat, what he's bridging off of.
Right.
He's in
Got to
good
keep
spot.
those hips in. Just keep sucking him under your chest.
Right, with every breath, like a boa constrictor, get a little tighter.
He's just got to hold it tight.
45 seconds, plenty of time.
Hold that ankle. Keep trying to drag him up under your chest. You're not going to let him off.
30 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock.
You got to keep looking for that fall.
Will Sumner's dad going crazy.
25 seconds.
That looks like getting close.
Got to keep moving. You
Getting
got to keep
close
putting
here.
pressure on Will.
Short time, 15.
I come off across the face. I'd come off across the face.
Not quite what we wanted, but great.
Good job by Will. See, Will's been in and out of that ranking, and I think one of the things that we've really proven is, hey, he's right there. He's right there in the mix to be in the top 25 ranking, beats the number 21 ranked Jackson Heemauer. Nice job, Will.
Heemauer not thrilled. Not thrilled. See, it's a somewhat uneventful match, but Will just saw that opportunity on that mat return.
Right.
Landed in the right spot.
A lot of
Comes away
guys,
with the
you know,
ranked win.
we had in our first matchup against Western Wyoming, there was a couple times where our guys actually lifted, returned the guy to the mat, and finishing. As I finish, I'm able to finish in a pinning position or in a near fall position. So,
hey, we're not in a bad spot. Win these next two matches.
And I'm gonna tell you what, these last two matches are featuring four
With some bonus points.
nationally ranked wrestlers. This is gonna be fun.
oh, quick slide by here by Josh Holkett.
Not unusual for Tanner to get taken down first.
Team in the country, Josh Hogan.
Tanner does a good job. He keeps the matches close, and he pulls off really, really great victories. So,
Yeah, you can't count him out. His pace tends to be really good at that weight class.
Excuse me.
there he goes. Escape here.
Said that rank number 11 in the country, Tanner Orndorff. He's still one of the Bash brothers, so it works out.
Another slide by, man.
He's getting him on it.
Really smooth slide bys.
Tanner comes pushing in.
So Tanner ranked 11, Josh Holkett ranked 16, both juniors. Holkett with a record of 13-3, 2-0 in duels, so he's wrestling tough in duels.
I think Josh Hockett is the one that also plays football at Fresno State.
Oh, he's double sport athlete.
Right, he's got something like a 2-week break between sports.
I said Tanner Orndorff, right? Tanner Orndorff, rank number 11 in the country.
So Tanner does a good job not staying any under, but you know that these slide bys are coming under. The more tired you get, I think the more success you can have when you're really proficient at a slide by, because you got a guy that, nice single leg off, try, straight on there though.
These last two matches. It comes down to these last two matches.
As it stands, team score 11-18. UVU needing these next two matches to go our way, even with some bonus points as well. We got to make it happen.
Tanner with a lot of attempts.
20 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds.
He seems to be a lot more active.
Well, nice high C right there. Sits him on his butt, but Tanner does a good job.
Count him, ref. So he's awarded the 2, and then he's still on the legs.
Just hanging out. Ref needs to. immediately start calling that, hey, you got to improve your position, top guy. 3, 2, 1. Time up, into the first period, 6-2. Not the way I think we wanted to go, but Tanner's goes, no, okay, we're going to keep going. Tanner pushes the pace. He's got a good gas tank.
Yeah, not the best spot to be in going in the second round, but these next 2 rounds will show.
Going into the second period.
Gas tank wise.
Stand up 6-2 with over a minute riding time.
Okay, here we go.
Utah Valley closes out margin down to 3, 6-3.
UVU and Fresno State have met up. This is their second meeting. The last one, last year, UVU went into Fresno State and put a beat down on them, 26-12. Lots changed in a year.
Yeah, I mean, Fresno had some good recruits coming in, continue to get their local guys.
Yeah, you can't stay underneath you. You can't be in that. Tanner's got to move either to an angle, pop his head out, back out. But staying here is exhausting. And, okay, you get a stalemate call and the ref calls him back up. Tanner looks to be a little bit more fresh, a little bit more action from him. I thought he had a little more action in the first period, just not the takedowns to go with it.
The attempts are there. Just needs to get both hands to the leg. Maybe a little bit better setups.
Holkett is going, yeah. He's after these flurries or after Tanner is creating opportunities, he's going in, he's shooting kind of as a reshot and a reattempt after the opportunities have been perpetuated and started by Tanner. Minute 16 in the second period here.
Tanner looking for some fakes.
Nice shot.
It's a good deep shot.
Gotta swim his arm out, good, he steps over. Oh man, and no takedown.
Not quite enough.
So when you shoot that, he sits him on his butt. You gotta immediately swim your arm over those 2 legs, lock it up, secure that takedown.
That's right.
So here we go in the third period. Number 16 ranked Josh Holkett chooses down against UVU's stud ranked wrestler, number 11 Tanner Orndorff. Close, tough matchup. Score is 3-6. Kind of donkey kicks out. Tanner just lets him slide by. So, but now Tanner's going to turn it up. He knows he's got a.
Fresno State does not agree with that call.
I'm pretty pissed about that. .122, Tanner's got to turn it up.
Utah Valley, we need some noise right here. We got a minute left.
You can't shoot with your hands, hang up high, right? So he's got to, again, this is Tanner pushing the pace. I know Fresno's coaches didn't like the fact that he got dinged for stalling, but.
That one I agree with. He felt like he was in danger. He uses the edge of the mat, backs out to prevent a potential takedown.
You can see Holkett is really tired. Nice post to a sweep single. Pushes across.
They're telling him to cut him. They're telling him to cut him.
Let's get the riding time off, then cut him. Let's go.
This is where pace and gas tank come in.
Tanner can do this. Tanner can do this.
We see Holkett slowly wandering back to the middle.
Yeah, he's gassed. Tanner's got to do some good setups here. He's got to make it a crisp shot, a real shot.
He's in on it. He's in on it. Gets cement mixed to his back. The worst. Homeboy talking crap. Yells at him while he's on his back. Mildly infuriating. Some poor sportsmanship.
So they gave an unsportsmanlike conduct against both wrestlers. You know, that's unfortunate to see. You know, he ends up catching Tanner in this cement mixer at the end. Tanner has him on the ropes. He's totally exhausted. He gets done, steps over the top of him and screams in his face. So Tanner's like, what the heck? He gets up and pushes him. Probably shouldn't have done that. You know, the retaliation is always never good.
He was a little heated, and understandably.
So now here is Tanner's little brother, Tate, number 10 ranked, super stud muffin.
Big little brother.
Yeah, big little brother. I got one of those. It's infuriating when you're the little older brother. But you know what? He's going against number 21 ranked AJ Nevels. So tough matchups here.
Yeah, Nevels, he's got a brother at Penn State. He's been wrestling for him. Also was ranked nationally.
Almost an identical record, going to 9-1. Ranked number 10 in the country, Tate Orndorff.
We want Tate to bring something home. Let us finish on a good note. You know, with that pin, it puts the duel out of the reach for UVU. Actually, you know, if you think about it, Tanner had him on the ropes. He finishes that. We easily go into an overtime situation where Tanner again just had that pace, and
it wouldn't have gone into overtime even.
Holkett didn't even have an answer to what he had been putting on him. So unfortunate turn of events there, because we needed that win and then a nice win from
I'm sure
his
that's a
little
match
brother.
that Tanner will be looking forward to at Big 12s. You know, it's likely that they might wrestle again this season.
We're still tied 0-0, 1:15 on the clock, 1:15.
Keep him in. He's trying to get out. Neville's trying to wander out of bounds.
He ran.
Yeah.
He ran out.
Look at Tate just trying to pull him back in. Tate's good in here in the clinch.
Yeah.
He's a Greco wrestler. He's going to look to lift and throw.
A lot of energy to pinch that body lock. Tanner doing a good job, though. He feels comfortable here. Oh, big throw.
Oh, he went for it.
Yeah, he went for it.
You can't complain about that. I mean, end of the round takedowns, not ideal.
I think he feels comfortable there, and maybe force that throw. Again, you got to create a guy like Nevels is backing out. It's hard to throw a guy when he's backing away.
Right, you got to have him pushing into you somewhat. Where in Greco, if the guy backs out, whoever steps out, the other guy's awarded a point. That might have been a different situation.
the one that escaped Fresno State. Fresno State now leads 3-0.
Right here, a good snap down opportunity. Leaning super hard. Tate creating a lot of pressure. Ooh, shot here, not bad shot.
Tate traps that arm in there and rush him. He's digging his underhooks.
Nice motion here. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going.
Tate fine with locking his hands there. He got a stop call out of him, though.
And that was good. He pushed the pace and, maybe walk some of the listeners through that. Like, there's winning positions where you dominate a guy in a position, but sometimes you can push a pace and you end up getting him in a situation where the referee feels like he's being passive or stalling. Walk us through that.
Right. I mean, the refs are looking for attempts made, action created. Tate with the escape.
Oh, nice duck under. And a body lock now. Feels comfortable here. A lot of stuff here, like slide-by, throw-bys, throws.
Yeah, notice Neville's. He keeps his hips away.
But when you do that, it also sets him up. You could do a nice snap-down, kind of go-behind type thing. So
He could.
I think we got to push this. 50 seconds. Need a takedown.
45 seconds.
Got to go. Tate's got to go. 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Got to create some offense.
Drive through it. Body lock, throw by. Okay, 20 seconds. Oh, he's diving in. Does a good job recovering here, getting his arm out. He still got a takedown there. Really take the wind out of the sails in the last 10 seconds.
Right.
Takes Neville's up 5-1 as time expires. So, hey, that's a tough matchup. I'll tell you what, I don't think that is UVU's best team. Fresno State was the better team tonight for sure. With a final team score, 26-10.
Not the best performance, not the best team, but
no. And you know what? This gives us a chance to go. Okay, we got to get our guys healthy. We got to evaluate and get these things done. Get these things figured out and move on to the next.
yes, some adjustments can be made in the room. It's a little bit upsetting. We had two guys that were ranked higher defeated at those final two weights, and so rankings will get switched up a little bit.
A couple of these guys, it's unfortunate that sportsmanship some of the Fresno guys have had, but you know what? We're gonna keep on to the next. Again, Sportsmanship, I think, is one of the things I think wrestlers have take great pride in respecting your opponent. And again, Utah Valley University is going to the Open tomorrow. Our next duel is coming up against Cal Bakersfield.
And West Virginia. We'll have another doubleheader.
That doubleheader coming up. So stay tuned. Follow Utah Valley at WolverineGreen.com. There you can find all Wolverine sports. But more importantly, you can watch us on YouTube, our own Facebook page, UVU Wrestling, the KSL over-the-top app, and select WAC digital network opportunities. Thank you guys for joining us. We're signing off. Sam Allen.
Jason Talbert. Have a good night.
Talk to you later.